They have you.
Now let's talk about.
So, Mr. President, help your bosses.
I'll give it to
all the Gonjas to the Jubilee House. They must have their bosses.
Oh, hold on. Good. So why you have an issue with me?
Yeah, he does. He always has.
What's that too?
Yeah, I know. It's natural.
So let's move on. I'll give each and everyone just 2 minutes to have a bite on the WASSCE results, and then we can wrap it all up. Let me start with you. Okay, I'll start with.
Why me?
Yeah. I started with this one.
Okay, that's fine. So this whole WASSCE thing, I think, is we're hearing a lot of allegations that the government is responsible and all that. I think those are frivolous, reckless, and unfounded. WASSCE was written in May. I mean, they started 18th of May with their practicals and eventually finished somewhere in August. I mean, government in power when? We raised questions about how this government was treating the secondary school education. One, we talked about how that there were no textbooks in our schools. And yet this government didn't find it expedient to print out textbooks, rather went to do photocopies of past questions. And we're paying 34 million Ghana cedis yearly, okay, to just print photocopies for the students. Number two, we also raised questions about how Ghana exited from the WAEC, Anglophone West African WAEC system, and were writing their own exams. So throughout the period from 2021 to today, all the exams that Ghana has been writing is just set for Ghana. They call it the Ghana version of WAEC. And so questions, whether manipulated, whether made to fit the standards of the students, we cannot tell. And therefore, we're now taking steps to go back to join the WAEC.
But this exams, was this still written under the same method? Or
same method.
So nothing has changed.
Get it straight. We came to government in January. People have to write exams in May. Is that going to change?
No.
So I'm saying that. No,
I'm not countering.
I'm talking about standards.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that we still is the Ghana version that is setting the exam.
So I am saying that the standards are falling that bad to the extent that we are now doing our own standard of assessment of the student. No longer the West African Anglophone level. That's one. Number two, I'm saying that throughout that period, when they should have provided textbooks and help teachers to administer, the teaching materials, there were no textbooks and they were printing photocopies. We also had a system where they were having double track and triple track in some schools, where students go to school for only 30 days, 35 days, and they are back home, another set is in school. We raised questions about the contact hours between the teachers and the students. That didn't happen. In fact, on the campaign trail, when President Mahama was talking to this issue, he raised this issue and it became a public issue. That President Mahama is saying that and they are cheating and they are collaborating and all that. But we saw evidence of that this year when in Ashanti region, and other regions, of course, the WAEC themselves have raised questions about how headmasters, invigilators, supervisors were collaborating with students to cheat in exam rooms. How other people were bringing phones to the exam rooms, how other people were using AI to answer questions, how other people were bringing papers, foreign materials into the exam room. Government took a decision and said, hey, listen, we need to put a stop to this and go for quality, not the quantity. Do you know that even under the past government, they were actually proposing that henceforth people will not write exams after JHS. You just go to the school, onto secondary school, write exams and you go. Questions were raised at the time that people were entering secondary schools without the requisite qualification in the JHS. I lecture in UPSC, I'm a lecturer, and I see the standard of students that are coming in, their comprehension level. Sometimes you give a scenario, an obvious scenario that you wish and hope that they would understand, and they have no clue. You still have to go further and start to give other examples and all that. So the levels and the standards are falling that bad. Okay. And we need to address this matter going forward. And that's what government has done.
Okay.
If there's failure today, it is because the standards have now become higher or is getting higher. And we're taking steps to go back to the WAEC system where we write with our counterparts in the Anglophone West African region. Period.
All right. Thank you very much.
Well,
Kamal.
Thank you very much. Where he ended, I will take it from there. If there are failures today, it means the standards have actually gone higher. And I want to agree with him. WAEC might have quietly decided that critical thinking, critical analysis, scientific-driven, if you like, systems are supposed to be used in examining students. How well have we worked as a people to move in that tangent? And that was why the Messiah of education in this country, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who thought it wise that that poor woman, that poor lady, that man called Kojo Breeze, who had no money and World Vision had to support him to go to secondary school, should not be suffering, and that there should be a system put in place called the free SHS. And on top of that, he deliberately instructed his minister to ensure that we go the STEM and the TVET way, which the world actually have embraced to develop the world. Ghana should go on that tangent. When you go STEM, science, technology, mathematics, engineering and mathematics, obviously you will be pushed into critical thinking and critical analysis. When you go TVET, coordinates and whatever you have to calculate and whatever, you will be pushed into critical thinking. What is the policy of Wonders government? All they can do is to blame people. Their biggest policy is to buy sanitary pads.
Oh, seriously?
In education, since they came, 1 year down the line, the best they can do to Ghanaians is to go and buy over 12 million sanitary pads to come and share to girls. Is that a policy?
That's a very important one.
I am not saying it's not important, but of course, juxtapose that to somebody who has instituted STEM for you to have critical analysis in students who will pass exam. Why? Who told you that the girls before the introduction of sanitary pads, with the greatest respect to all women, were walking without pads?
But a lot of them.
I've not said this. I'm not condemning it, but I'm telling you the best they have done. The best they have done in education today. From since they came, we voted for them in December last year and sworn in January. The best they have done is to buy sanitary pads. That's the best they have done for education in this country.
All right, your time
and yet the same people will sit down and insult people.
Thank you.
And then denigrate people and say we didn't do anything better. So they should ameliorate the standard.
Okay.
When they ameliorate the standard, at the end of the day, we are going to see good
Thank you very much.
results.
Solo, take your two.
I am not too sure Kamal has given birth to girls.
Oh, I have girl. My first is girl. My second is girl.
How old?
If you have no
How old are
idea.
they?
How old?
Why? They are girls.
They want to start.
Oh, please, gentlemen. Zato, you know you've been spoken. Mind how you behave.
How much I pay on parts.
Oh.
He will not come and sit here. Then in the same...
I have not. Look what have I said. I said the best I've done is...
I was here when he was speaking. Why? You won't give quiet.
Kamalala.
The very argument he made that before the introduction of the parts, girls were wearing parts could also be made. That before the introduction of the free SHS, parents were paying school fees. So he negates the very showers that, or praises that he was showering on the president, the former president, Nana.
The messiah of education, yeah.
The truth of the matter is that there were a lot of cheating in the past across the entire country. Look, Kwayo, you have gone through the system before. Sometimes, I am telling you reality. I'm telling you reality.
You are above this. Don't do this.
Teachers and headmasters signed performance agreement with the GES and the ministry that by hook or crook, your students must have this percentage of pass, else you have problems. That was what brought in some of these mass cheating. Why decide this year, why decide to intensify invigilation? I'm very happy we have 2 lecturers here. Ask them the quality of students that are coming to the universities. Someone
has spoken to it.
Yes. Someone will show you A throughout. But when the person begins, you decide to engage that young man, you will cry within. And there is nothing wrong with failing an exam. And that is why we are recent. If we were not anticipating people to fail, we will not provide the avenue for research. So for me, it is good for us as a country to know our true strength. So that if there are interventions that we have to make, then we'll make. Secondly, parents must also begin to be part of the building process. We are leaving everything to teachers. And teachers are not also allowed to, as it were, punished in various schools. Now you go to the secondary schools, you dare not correct that young one. What sort of society are you building? It's not everything that you bring wholesale from Europe.
Okay, all right.
But in Europe, they correct them in their homes. When they come out, they come and behave as though they only talk to them. No.
Thank you.
Spare the rod.
And spare the child. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Zato.
I think that it's about time. There was a debate in this country that we finally ignored. I think it's about time to go back to it. let's make the HSS 4 years. It's about time we make HSS 4 years. The reason is simple, because I've just asked myself, look at these people who have failed. Look at the numbers. Parents now have something to do. They have to pay for them to recite. They have to pay. Some of the students have to travel to different places. If you are a student in Tumu, you may have to travel to Wa, to Bolga, to Tamale, other places. If you factor in the cost of transportation, accommodation, feeding, and the cost of this, that is more than how much the government would have spent on an extra year for these students. So my point is that if we had this debate a very long time ago, we highly politicized this, and then we ran away from it. Is it time for us so that we can do a number of things? For instance, we can let the first year students take every course you want. St. Francis Xavier Junior Seminary, that's what they do. We have prep here. Prep is like a one-term, where you all do science, you all do maths, arts, you all do everything. After prep, when you're now starting SS1, now they take your performance from prep and your SSC, BEC results, and then they compare to see who are those that are strong. So if you did good in science and maths in prep and also do this, and they can assign you to maths.
That's what the school is doing.
That's what the school is doing. That's what St. Francis Xavier Junior Seminary does. Okay. They admit students in around October or so for prep for 4 months until December. Then you go home and come back in January to start with the rest. So they are able to assess you to know that you are very good in maths and science. So we'll give you maths and science. You, like me, you are not good in science and maths. You go and do arts. It has helped students. So let me say, look. Let's go back to the 4-year period. It does something. It keeps students in school longer. It also helps to address these serious issues of where some students have to go home, there's no support. And it also tries to cure this issue of what? Students going the extra cost on parents. Because if your child has just failed maths or social science lesson, you are lucky if you are in Accra. Because there are a lot of places in Accra you can go for the reason. What if you are not in Accra? What if you are not in an urban area? So for the sake of the parents and for the sake of the children, let's reconsider this whole structure so that it will help. Look, this whole debate we've done it. The policymakers have their say. If we put the interest of the children first, we will be making progress.
But Zato, the quality of students coming to your class, you haven't spoken to me.
I'm not authorized by the
You are not authorized by what?
Thank you very much.
You are not authorized. So everything you say here is authorized by the university.
Authorized by the university.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm grateful to
You
you.
don't want to go there because you know it will hit your head.
Hold on. You've been nice this morning. Please continue.
Who has been nice? Wonder.
All of you. All of you. Please. Hold on, Dr. Zato. Okay. Let me say a happy birthday to you. Dr. Frank Osei is CEO of Franco Trading. So CEO of Franco Trading, that's big electronics company. Frank Osei, happy birthday to you. Haisam Harun is CEO of WASSCE Trading. Today is your birthday, please. Happy birthday to you as well. So we're joined by Dr. Joshua Zato. He is a political analyst and a lecturer at the University of Ghana. Also, we have Wanda Madilo. He is a development analyst and a member of the NDC's communications team. Kamaldeen Abdullah is a deputy communications director of the MPP, and Solomon Owusu is communications director and spokesperson for the United Party. Now, what's good, Ghana? It's been quite a year, and the perfect place to enjoy the holidays is the beautiful South Africa. And yes, it's visa-free for Ghanaians, so just get your flight ticket, pick your bags and baggage, and head to South Africa. I went to Durban, and the place is beautiful. Just go there and enjoy. Share a joyful moment with family and friends, bask in the warm sunshine and stunning beaches, and savor the flavors, culture, and adventure that makes South Africa the ultimate holiday escape. And that sounds like pure magic, right? So why wait? Just grab your bags and take off to a place where every experience becomes a memory you will treasure forever. And I tell you what, they have not just beautiful places, but they have beautiful people. Just go to South Africa and experience it. Let me say a special good morning to you, Steve Hammond. He is the CEO of Just More Construction. He loves the show. So Steve Hammond, wherever you are, good morning to you. I know you enjoy your Thursday, people, right? So good morning to you, Steve Hammond. We'll meet again. Stay on. We'll be back with more.